Hey, what is going on, you toenail munching Magby? That's right, I'm not an Arboliva, but hear me out. I don't think the deck is bad. I just do not enjoy playing this deck at all. It is just no fun to me. Now, I did try it out pretty early on after rotation immediately happened, and yeah, was just not feeling it. And then I did see some builds with the Noctowl, which I thought was a pretty cool inclusion. Can help you get set up in the early game, and then also mid-late game can help to pull together big combos, finding you stuff like the Unfair Stamp or the Lana's Aid, Boss's Orders, whatever it might be. So I've really enjoyed the 1/1 Noctowl in the deck, but overall, I'm just not a fan of playing this deck. Not because it's bad, I just don't like it. But let's break down the rest of the list. It's pretty straightforward, pretty similar to, I'm sure, what a lot of you have been playing. The 4 Ogerpon, 2/2 Meganium, 2/2 Arboliva. And I did see some lists playing Buddy Poffin in here because of the inclusion of the Noctowl, and I just don't think that's very good, to be honest. We do have a decent amount of 70 HP Pokemon, Smoliv, Chikorita, Hoothoot, and the Budew, but the Buddy Poffins fall off really quickly, and stuff like Ultra Ball, Bug Catching Set, Poké Pad are just so much better as the game progresses. So I haven't even attempted to try the Buddy Poffins because I think they're just really bad. But yeah, basic Pokemon lineup. Only one Meowth. I know a lot of lists played 2 Meowth. The list we saw that initially had success at Champions League had the 2 Meowth, but now that we have the Noctowl in the deck, I think it's a little bit less necessary. For the supporter lineup, 4 Lilies, Dawns, of course, the boss. I do like playing 1 Judge, even though we have the Unfair Stamp in here. I've been liking that with most decks that I've been playing because you can pretty easily play around Unfair Stamp in a lot of situations, and we can be put into a pretty bad spot if we don't have hand disruption on that next turn. So I like having the 1 of Judge, although I guess it should just be I always forget to do this. For some reason I like default to Judge in my lists, and I've been playing with Judge, but it should be a Harlequin. Like, Harlequin is like a slightly more effective Judge for hand disruption and like early game consistency on our end. So it should be a Harlequin, not a Judge. I always forget to do Judge instead of Harlequin because I don't know, I just default to Judge, but Harlequin is technically the correct card you should be playing, even though it feels a little worse when it works out poorly for you. Pokemon search card, I mentioned, we have the Unfair Stamp still in here as that. Even though I'm playing the Noctowl, I'm still playing 4 Forest of Vitality, the 12 Grass Energy. I don't play any other recovery in here. And that was one of the things I just wanted to try when I initially tried the deck out again. So no Night Stretchers, just the 1 of Lana's Aid. And honestly, it felt like way more than enough recovery. I don't think we really need a Night Stretcher or anything like that. The Lana's Aid feels like way more than enough. Of course, we have no way to recover like a Fezandipiti, Meowth, or a Teal Mask Ogerpon, but 4 Teal Mask Ogerpon is like way more than enough we need to win games. The Fez would be like the only thing that stands out to me as like if our opponent aggressively KOs our Fezandipiti and there's still like 2 to 3 turns left in the game for us to get value out of it. It would kind of be unfortunate to not have access to a Night Stretcher, but I feel like that just doesn't come up very often. Usually, if our opponent is disrespecting or not respecting the Teal Mask Ogerpon in the active, they're losing the game anyway, so they can't really afford to go Gust KO Fezandipiti very often. They usually have to deal with the Teal Mask Ogerpon in those situations. So yeah, no recovery besides the Lana's Aid, but the Lana's Aid is basically, like I said, it feels like it's more than enough to get the job done. And that's it. That's my take on the Arboliva deck. I'm not a believer, but the deck's pretty good. Let's jump into some action, and I'll show y'all how it runs. No Briar, no. It does seem good in this matchup, for sure, yeah. Do not have it in here, though. The Genesect pass, that's rough, I'm not gonna lie. Arboliva seems really good in this matchup. Meganium seems worse. So if I'm going to Ultra Ball away anything... Let me just hit this again. I need to go get Budew, right? Oh, but it depends if they Shaman, right? If they Shaman me, KOing this... Ooh, okay, hold up. Maybe I do go like this. Oh, but I can use Arboliva's second attack, though. I still need a Meganium. Okay, so I can do like this, get rid of Meganium, hope second Meganium's not prized. To do. Second Meganium's not prized. But I did prize 2 Bayleef, of course. Gosh! That's just not the worst thing ever. Oh, dude, I gotta check my prize cards. I didn't even check for this little rat either. I didn't check for Noctowl. No candy? No, there's no candy. We have Force of Vitality. Is this deck actually good? Yeah, it's pretty solid. Or does it lose anything with Shaman? No, it does not lose anything with Shaman. Shaman is annoying. Does this deck beat solo Shaman? We're talking double Shaman? 2 Shamans? Y'all gotta chill out. Can't be bringing up double Shaman like that, man. Owl? Ooh. Clean. Wow. Sick. Excuse me. Oh, maybe like that. Seems fine. I'm actually not sure. I don't think they're gonna one-hit KO this, so. Also, yeah, the Bayleef. Okay, we got it. Not guaranteed a Bayleef there either. I could have grabbed Unfair Stamp instead of Judge. But obviously they already have the Genesect on their bench, so seemed like overall lower value. Not sure. Streamer luck. I prized 2 Bayleef. How is this streamer luck? Getting 1 Bayleef off my prize. Probably the highest chance Pokemon I can get off my prize cards. Or card, not Pokemon even. What do you... Streamer, I had to prize him to begin with. Isn't that just like neutral? They got the Shaman. Okay, okay. They killed my they killed my boy Soda. Rip Soda. Never lucky. Rip Soda. He was never very lucky. Kind of a rat. Full disrespect intended. I hit him with a Judge to decrease the odds that they get the KO, but they didn't do very much on the last turn. What'd they do? They even played Lana's Aid. Like, their hand has to be like... Actually, Lana's Aid there isn't terrible. Their hand can't be that good if they're using Lana's Aid out here. Could just play the Lillie. And find some more stuff. Did not find very much. It's fine. With a salvo, because I can. I don't remember to prize check after this game, man. I just want to know what my prize cards are. Not knowing what my prize cards are is so obnoxious. I did it to myself too. But it's just sort of lost their carbonation. It's just a sticky water now. Ooh. Do these have another Candy Alakazam in hand? Like, what? Why are they so lucky, man? I can't even imagine being this lucky. I cannot imagine being as lucky as my opponent right now. Untold of amounts of luck. I'm not losing to Cypher Maniac Alakazam. You're not going to catch me losing to Cypher Maniac Alakazam. There's no way. I won't do it. I refuse. What 2 cards are they drawing into? Did Dunsparce Fez? That's the only thing I can like think of. Dunsparce and Fez. A Wondrous Patch and Enriching? Okay, okay. That could also work, yeah. That makes sense. Valid. still don't have the tool card yet, but I don't really have a way to get the unfair stamp, so. Besides naturally drawing into it. They can't play another card if they go for the KO here. But now I kind of like need to disrupt the hand. I maybe just reach for the unfair stamp, to be honest. Maybe I just go like bench Fez, play play Ultra Ball, play Lillie, and go all in to find the unfair stamp. Oh, they can play one card, yeah. I was like, wait, they just misplayed it. They didn't play. It's fine. The other play would be to go Ultra Ball for Cat for Judge, but I feel like less confident in that play. I don't know why. Yeah. All right. Need the unfair. Or I just go. I don't do Ultra Ball for the Judge. Seems so weak though. I can see my energy. Maybe I just like draw with Fez and see what happens. And then just play Lana's Head for 3 energy. Ooh. Okay. Oh, we found it. I still want to play this for the energy, I think. I have Dolliv and everything else in the deck, right? Oh, I shouldn't have done this first, though. I'm trolling. I'm trolling. I should have cycled first. Teal dance. Oops. Actually, I'm going to need to recover a Meganium, am I not? Oh, yeah, I trolled here. I should have got the Meganium. I'm going to attack with Meganium on the next turn. Yeah, I'm trolling. Alright, we'll be okay. Should recover the Meganium alongside the Grass Energy. Alright, we'll figure it out. I mean, we are hoping they whiff an attack this turn, right? Like, I'm not making this play being like, okay, I'm going to make this play and they're going to knock out my Ogerpon here. Like, I'm making this play hoping they whiff the knockout on this turn. You see the new rule that if your opponent's playing ZM, you get 1 free swing at them before setting up for play? I did not see that one. That is definitely a pretty good change zone. With KO, not attack, I guess. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Aim to whiff though. There's no E-switch in this build, no. Right, they didn't completely dead draw. It's not. I mean, they could definitely get there though. They could get there. If you play a retreat lock and they put a helmet on Chansey, can't you just retreat lock them for deck out? Situationally, yeah. But they would have to have a certain amount of cards in their deck, and they would also have to have depending on the amount of cards in your deck, their deck, and if you're playing Maractus or not, or Spinarak, if you're dealing damage to it or not. If you're dealing no damage to it, then they'll eventually go to like 2 cards, and you can punch it with anything else and win. If you're dealing damage to it, then if they have enough cards in their deck, you'll KO it before they deck out. So, it just kind of depends. Does Yellow matter in live? No. I feel like it's kind of redundant because there's no real ladder rankings. Oh, it matters for the sense that the higher up you are, the more likely you're to play against a player of similar rating, which means they're probably going to be better players. Like, it's harder to get to 1900 rating than 1700, so you're just playing against better players. You can't get rank 1. There's no leaderboard, which is still bad. There should be a leaderboard, but there is value in terms of like practice. Like, you're going to play against better players, which there is value in. Okay, I think we're still in a pretty good spot here. Have any thoughts on Embor? I do not know. The boar? Okay, I think we're going to win here for sure. We got him. We got him, folks. Hit him with this first. They don't ever play hand disruption, do they? I doubt it. I guess they could. I think this is dead at this point, so I'm just going to burn it. Yeah, I don't even have a thing. I mean, I could get the Chikorita, but I don't have a Meganium to work with, so we're chilling. Yeah, now they need to not only get an Alakazam set up, but they have to gust around my Meganium 2 turns in a row. They would need back-to-back Candy Alakazam, Gust KO into Gust KO, which is just absurd for them to ever do. Or, no, I don't even think that would work at this point. I would say they could be playing Legacy Energy, and Legacy Energy actually could carry them in this situation, but I'm pretty sure we got them. It's pretty fortunate for us to find Unfair Stamp before they found the tool card for the Genesect. We kind of won this game fully just off of Unfair Stamp, to be honest. It shows a little bit of the power of Genesect in the Alakazam deck, assuming you can find the tool card, of course, which my opponent was unable to. They found it. Oh yeah, we did see them play Enriching. Yeah, good point. Are they gonna run into the Genesect here? Ooh, very good. I mean, I may as well just seal the deal here. Attach after Stamp was played was crazy. Well, no, they're trying to draw cards from it. I don't like actively want to dislike the deck, but man, it is so hard to like this deck. It's so hard to like this deck. It's not. This deck is not likable. I think I have to go for the Budew here and hope to top deck, right? Like, I could go for a Teal Mask instead, just to cycle. But I don't know if I'm gonna get Budew off that. I got a lot of top decks. I don't think I'm gonna get like. I don't think my opponent's gonna have that good of a turn for the current board state. I think the Budew should be able to buy me enough time where I'd be able to. I feel like Budew's correct here, but I'm not 100% sure there. Is Bug Catching Set why this deck feels bad? I don't know, it just does. You underestimate triple stab? Nah, I got the triple stab locked in. They ain't hitting 3 heads, maybe 2 at most. Does Meowth ever grab there to guarantee Lilies? No. I guess they could technically KO my active here. Dude, if they actually knock me out here, that's so unfortunate. But they could go like Terra thing plus other thing. Yeah. I want to get into the Pokemon TCG, but I'm always swapping decks on PTCG Live, so I never know what deck to buy, while I'm also being too broke to buy multiple decks since I can only buy decks on lowest rarity. What deck should I just buy and get good at? Your favorite good deck. If you're asking the question, you're overthinking it. Just pick your favorite good deck and start playing game, and then buy it. Yeah, we maybe actually survive for a turn here. I actually don't know. Dory? Dude, what deck is this? What is my opponent playing here? Oh, they're just taking it slow. Okay. We're in there, baby. Let's go. Judge. Now I get to go wide. I mean, I really don't want to Ichipon just for them to get a free Monkey Dory kit. What if I just pass? Passing here doesn't seem terrible, right? Even then, the free prize card does seem kind of bad. So I think I do just pass. Leave the 1 prize card in the active. Maybe I'll evolve to the Dolliv. The ladder in PTCG Live is worldwide. On PTCG Live, everyone is Mr. Worldwide. Energy on Ogerpon? No, I think I'd rather be able to Teal Dance, right? What the chicken? Wait, what are they playing, bro? Dude, that is like unexpected. Unexpected. I thought it was like some kind of Terapagos deck. Turned out it was Chicken Pulp Pile. Dude, let's go. The triple stab, baby. Let's get it. Now I just KO the Hoothoot though, right? And then we should be able to like take over the game from there. Oh, Fez's prize. Maybe it is just this. Guys, I'm just taking the Arboliva here. I don't really want to give them a Fan Rotom target, but I don't even know if they play Fan Rotom, and I don't even know how they'd be able to pull off a Fan Rotom boss KO on my Chikorita anyways. Die! I got him. He's dead. Imagine the one of Petrol here. I think that would be like a waste of Unfair Stamp though, right? Maybe I should have killed the Torchic just so they couldn't chicken me, right? Because like then they definitely can't chicken me. But now they could go like Candy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, maybe I should have killed the Torchic. I don't know. Fuck me. I didn't like the idea of giving them the Owl. I was like, man, do I really want to give them Noctowl here? It doesn't seem good. But I guess like they could still have Candy Blaziken even if I KO the Hoothoot, right? So for Fez into energy. Smolder Salt knockout. They have the energy in hand already, maybe. I have to pray for a top deck. We're safe. I need energy. I need Ogerpon. Dude, I need so much. I mean, it's got to be KO Hoothoot here again, right? Now it's definitely KO Hoothoot. Yeah. Yeah, after seeing their last turn, that has to be the play. There's no question. Anything about Mega Charizard X? I don't really have any. I've not tried to make the deck work at all. Why isn't it being used post-rotation? Because people don't think it's good. Or don't think it's good enough to at least try to figure out if it's good. That's always just going to be the correct answer to that question is always the boring answer. People don't think it's good, or it doesn't seem like it's good enough to warrant trying it to see if it's actually good. Not the boring answer is always the correct answer, but the boring answer is always... Oh yeah, I guess the boring answer is the answer. What do you think about Pikachu EX? I think it's a Pikachu in EX forms worth 2 prize cards. Pretty chill. He's a chill dude if you ever get to know him. Do I just want like Ogerpons at this? I think I'm should draw his Fez first. Because actually I could just get like Lana's 8 off the Meowth here. Dude. I mean Lana's 8 does get me there. I can't draw freaking Grass Energy. I mean I have enough to get the knockout, like same Porpert. I guess I just get the Budew for the option of the Budew, because I don't have anything else to do anyways. I really want to make Tortuga work, but every build is just bad. The Turtle's not great. I could go to the Arboliva. I could go play this, go up to Arboliva, and then just go knockout. Limiting their bench, there is value in that. I could overbench and bump the Meowth, but I don't want to put the Budew in play, so it doesn't work because I have to put Budew in play. I am just going to do it. I don't even know what I want the bench for besides an Ogerpon, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of that I'd want. I think of fossils being items, it really hinders the potential. Well, yeah, but it's part of the balance, right? Being an item as opposed to being a Pokemon is definitely worse. But like, Tortuga's attack is like really, really good. So, I mean, I guess I don't even know. Is it that good? How much damage would it do right now against my opponent? 60. Our deck's like even that item reliant. It hit me for 90 damage. Never mind. Tortuga sucks. That card is terrible. No, I mean, it's just part of the balancing of it, right? Not every card's going to be good or broken or anything like that. Yeah, not every deck's going to be good. I mean, like, fossils generally have, like, their attacks and abilities are stronger. But that's because the trade-off of being a fossil, right? Being an item card is worse than being a Pokemon card. It's always going to be a trade-off. Let's go dub. Insane. I don't think there's any point in, well, from what I have played, nothing feels inherently broken or unbalanced in the Pokemon TCG currently. Yo, don't rock hurl at me, bro. I feel like this should be a pretty good matchup. So much for Itchy Pollen mattering. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, nothing feels inherently broken or anything like that to me so far from what I play. Wait, they must... Why is my hand dead again? Dude, my hand is just always dead with this deck. Holy... They must have a Gabite in hand, right? Oh no, they did grab it off that. They just chose to bench this. Itchy. I was like a little bit confused there. I thought the Spiritomb came off the Poké Pad. What was the last deck you remember that was just hands down broken? Probably Regidrago. I mean, Guardy was good. What do you mean by broken? Like unbalanced broken? Like I thought like something should have been nerfed or banned or something. Like in a perfect world, something should be nerfed or banned. Like Guardy is pretty broken. Unbalanced. Probably Regidrago. I think Regidrago was a little unbalanced. I don't know what the solution is there though, to be honest. Maybe not Regidrago. Maybe Regidrago's like, maybe not Regidrago. Maybe it was if it's not Regidrago, then it is oh, it's actually worked. What the heck? If it's not Regidrago, then it's Broken Lugia, I think. Yeah, Broken Lugia. How big of a cope is including Tortuga in my Mega Starmie? I have no clue. Maybe they have to like wait until they can boss KO my Ogerpon. I don't know. Drago's definitely a very, very strong contender though. Yeah. I don't know if it was actually like broken or just really, really good. Because towards the end of its life cycle, it like wasn't like that oppressive or anything, right? If I remember correctly. I actually don't remember. My memory fails me. Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but I feel like towards the end of its life cycle, it wasn't like that. Like, it's like, man, this thing is just... Oh, I guess like actually not before the end of it's like before Budew. Before Budew, it felt like it wasn't. Maybe it was though, actually. Oh yeah, Regidrago was like literally. Yeah, Budew is the thing that killed it, right? But pre that, it was literally just everywhere, winning everything, right? If I'm not misremembering. Like only when it had Ogerpon. Obviously when it had Ogerpon. When it was at its maximum peak, the only thing that stopped it was Budew, basically. It felt like. I just need I need Grass Energy. And I need Meganium. So I could get Fez. It feels correct to just like play the Dawn here and get Fez and hope I draw into the grass, but I feel like I'm gonna whiff. But it feels like the correct play to make. I don't know. I guess I'd always just go Arboliva KO the Rose Red if I do whiff, but that seems par. Okay. The Unfair Stamp draw is dude, drawing Unfair Stamp as well just feels like you committed a crime or something. Like, why did I bench a second Smoliv? What the fuck was I doing? Oh, yeah, evolved to the... I have to do another one? What? You have to do that much? Yeah, why is this thing on my bench? When did I do that? If you're nervous playing on live now? No. It was 10% and Turbo Guardian was as strong as Drago, if I recall correctly. Yeah, it felt like towards the... not towards the end of... Before Regidrago rotated. It felt like... Before we got Budew, Regidrago didn't seem like it was super oppressive, if I remember correctly. But I actually don't remember. What was like the last tournament that Regidrago was played in? I actually want to like look it up on Limitless now. You remember the last tournament Regidrago was legal in? San Antonio, Chow won. Oh, then Merida was the one that I won, but that was after it rotated, right? So San Antonio, there was like no Dragos in cut, or maybe one. Oh, wait, no, it was still playable at Stockholm? Oh, we had Budew at that point. It wasn't like once Budew came out, the deck got so much worse. Regidrago essentially rotated one format. Yeah, because of how much Budew killed it. Yeah. Very true. Well, I could just Arboliva this turn. I can just leave this in the active. That play is like insanely questionable from my opponent here. Oh, actually, I shouldn't have grabbed that though. Oh my gosh, I'm just kind of throwing and trolling and throwing it. No, I'm playing optimally. Don't question me. They're all perfect actions. You guys know it's true. Perfect, optimal. Wow. Why no one ever played Drago with Crispin at that point? Just so much slower. Well, we had Turbo Energized. You probably would do Turbo Energized before you did Drago, to be honest, or before you did Crispin. But yeah. Drago was dead at Stockholm, but yet I faced it twice. Yeah, but it was a free dub, right, Soda? Because you were playing a good deck, like all the other good decks that just beat Drago, and that's why Drago wasn't that good of a play anyway. So hitting it twice means it was like basically 2 free buys, right? Surely, definitely. I've experienced, but I don't feel like I'm good enough. I do not do well in locals. Do you think Enzork is a good deck post rotation? Yeah, seems pretty good. No, I was playing Lost Box. Lost Box, you fool! Don't you know that loses to Regidrago? Why would you ever play that deck? That's insane. Are people complaining about meta percentage when we haven't even had a tournament this format? Yeah, I don't think there's anything to like worry about for sure. I agree with you. Like, I mean, unless you, the only thing that you could go off of would be like if I wouldn't like just go off meta percentage. I would be like, oh my gosh, this deck is this meta percent. But it's like, yeah, but how does it feel to play the game? It's only when like meta percentage, like a meta percent doesn't make a format or metagame or anything like bad. It just like is a thing. The real question is like, how does it feel to play the game? And if you're enjoying playing the game, that's all that really matters. Like if you enjoy the game, it's like it doesn't really matter what any meta percentage is. But if you're not enjoying playing the game, it could be because there is a toxic deck in the format. That could be true. I could play Lana for a single Grass Energy. That does not seem very high value. I'm gonna go ahead and punch. Oh, they used my Forest there. What the fuck? I was about to not fully KO the Gabite. Or over KO the Gabite, but yeah. I think Honchko Porygon can be competitive. Yeah, I think it has potential to be competitive for sure. I wouldn't say I don't have like that strong of an opinion on whether or not I think the deck is good or bad or not. When I evolve second Arboliva. Oh, I didn't even realize this was in my hand. When did this get in my hand? I didn't even see that thing. I did not realize that was there at all. The Meganium Chase, of course. But of course. A little slow. And definitely not going to win them the game, but you know, they got to try something. I'm a fan of their faith, you know, in the play. Okay. Yeah, we got the Meganium in the hand. I have the Lana's Aid in the hand. Like, we're ready to do it all. I still don't know why I benched the second Smoliv when I did. I had no idea what I was thinking. Arboliva was like fine in this matchup. Not even something that we like need technically. Yeah, it's like fine. Got him.